Hey everyone. How is everyone doing? Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to go ahead and put my disclaimer up so I can go ahead and get into my content. So it says this is the disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under the section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Hey y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in. I could have sworn I had a new background. Hold on, y'all. I knew I did. Hey Ebony, hey Danny, hey Angel, hey Leela. So Ashley Elkins is another young lady from Detroit, but she is grown. I'm gonna get in it about Ashley Elkins in a minute, but she disappeared. Hey cousin, hey Treasure Life. She disappeared January the 2nd from Detroit, Michigan. And they got her ex boyfriend in jail. They're saying that he actually unalived her because of some evidence that they found in his house. Hey, Lachelle's, but we'll see. Hey, Bula. Thank you for hitting the like button and thank you for that super chat. So let me know who all in here heard of Ashley Elkins. Have anybody else in here heard of Ashley Elkins' story? Yes or no?
What was it?
At gmail.com. Okay, so Nay have because she live in Detroit. Okay, cousin. Shells has. Who else has? Anybody else? Well, we're going to get into the Ashley Elkins story before we jump into the Naziah Harris story. Or we talk about some pointers about Naziah Harris. So let me play this right quick for y'all. And I already read my disclaimer, everyone. Yeah, baby.
A mother in tears after being
Let me
told
know
her
if y'all can
missing
hear
daughter,
this.
Ashley Elkins, was murdered.
What they indicated was there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. They also indicated that based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered.
This is the story of Ashley Elkins, a mother whose life revolved around her family. But her world would collide with darkness when her past came back to haunt her. On January 2, 2025, Ashley left her home in Warren, Michigan, never to return. Her last known stop was the residence of her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, a man she had tried to distance herself from after a tumultuous breakup. What happened in those final hours? Did Ashley's instincts warn her of the danger lurking nearby? And why did her ex suddenly become the prime suspect in her disappearance? As the investigation unfolds, chilling details surface, cryptic messages, disturbing online searches, and a haunting timeline that points to a tragic end. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Warren, Michigan, a bustling city located in Macomb County, just north of Detroit. Warren is Michigan's third largest city and has faced its share of challenges with local law enforcement working tirelessly to keep the community safe. At the heart of this story is 30-year-old Ashley Elkins. Ashley grew up in a close-knit family with her two younger sisters. From a young age, Ashley displayed a passion for creativity, particularly in hairstyling. Her natural talent led her to pursue a career as a hairstylist. Ashley eventually established a home-based salon where she provided hair services to friends, family, and loyal clients. Known for her welcoming
Can y'all hear?
personality and meticulous attention to detail, Ashley's salon became a cherished space where clients felt more like family. Her work was more than just a job, it was a reflection of her deep care for the people around her. Ashley was a devoted mother to two sons, aged 10 and 7. Her boys were the light of her life, and she poured her heart into raising them with love and strength. Her role as a mother defined much of who she was. She was actively involved in their education and extracurricular activities, always encouraging them to dream big and be kind-hearted. Despite the challenges of being a single mother, Ashley managed to provide a nurturing and stable home for her children, ensuring they felt loved and supported. Ashley had recently been hired by an online casino agency, excited about the new chapter in her career. She was looking forward to balancing her hairstyling business with her new role, eager to provide more for her children. In Ashley Elkins' life, there was an individual who played a significant role, her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker. They had been in a relationship that lasted about a year before things took a troubling turn. While their relationship initially seemed ordinary, cracks began to show, and Ashley ultimately ended things in September 2024. From that point on, DeAndre's behavior toward her became concerning. He allegedly started stalking her, showing up at her home uninvited, and even booking an appointment at her salon using a fake name just days before her disappearance. Ashley's family mentioned how DeAndre seemed to struggle with a breakup.
Wow, did y'all hear that? He stalked her, and then he made a fake appointment, like he was getting her hair, like he was getting his hair done, like he was a client, y'all. Y'all heard that? What's up, Tabby? Lex and Brandy, huh? I sent it.
He repeatedly tried to contact her, despite her clear attempts to distance herself from him. According to her mother, Monica Elkins, Ashley even moved her home-based hair salon to another location to avoid any potential conflicts with DeAndre, especially since he had displayed jealousy about her male clients. What made the situation even more disturbing was how deeply DeAndre had integrated himself into Ashley's family life. He had been welcomed into family gatherings, played basketball with Ashley's sons, and appeared to care about the boys. For a while, it seemed as if he was going to be part of their future. But as the relationship unraveled, Ashley became more wary. Friends reported that she often felt like she was being followed after the breakup. Her family described DeAndre as someone skilled with computers, creating fake
So that guy,
social
okay,
media
so that guy right
profiles
there,
and
y'all.
documents, making it difficult to know who he truly was.
So that guy
Despite
right there that they was just showing when they was, at the news, on the news or whatever. So that guy is the guy that I was telling y'all that's a legal analyst that's that be on Fatal Attraction. That is her her uncle. He is the family spokesman. And as I'm listening to this, so she felt like, everything was good. And I don't know what happened or what took a turn for the worse, but she realized that he's not who he say he is, and he basically started stalking her. Why can't we just leave in peace? Why do it have to be, no matter how a person try to leave, try not to start anything, try not to, make a scene or do not, it seemed like it just don't matter.
his outward charm, there was an unsettling side to him that no one fully understood until it was too late. Ashley's decision to cut ties with DeAndre seemed to push him into darker behavior. Her mother recalled that Ashley would remain silent and hide inside her home whenever DeAndre showed up unexpectedly. Despite her efforts to move on, DeAndre's presence lingered, and his obsessive actions.
Could y'all imagine? Could y'all imagine? Hey, Hattie. Hey, who else? Hey, Beverly. What's up, Queen Fee in the building? And Rex and Effects, Lex, Creesh, all the OGs. Okay. Could y'all imagine living life like that? Could y'all imagine coming to your house and you gotta play silent like you're not there? It was just a matter of a time. Now, what I wonder is, did she report all of this to the police before it happened? Because what I feel like is the system be failing us women and some men when it comes to this kind of stuff, because they be like, oh, we can't do nothing. They basically telling us, oh, you know what? They got to do something to you in order for us to take action. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And just to know that we had somebody that's supposed to be an advocate for domestic violence abuse, who was over on their platform laughing as if stuff is funny when it comes to domestic violence. But y'all supposed to fight for domestic violence abusers, but y'all laughing per se, even though we know it's not true about, what they were saying, but they laughing about. Could y'all, I don't know, maybe they was laughing because they know it ain't true, but still, if you know it ain't true, why would you put that on your platform? Those kind of people do not deserve platforms at all. What's up, Miss Fee? Miss Fee in the building. What's wrong now?
It's creating it.
Huh?
It's creating it.
Okay, it's creating it. Okay. Hey, Aisha.
Only intensified. No one could have predicted just how far things would spiral. No one could have imagined what was about to unfold. On the morning of January 2nd, 2025, Ashley Elkins left her home at around 8:30 a.m., intending to run errands. She was last seen by her family wearing a long black coat with fur around the hood and black leggings. Ashley drove away in a gray 2009 Chevy Malibu with no license plates. This seemingly routine morning marked the beginning of the devastating series of events that would culminate in her disappearance. Her mother, Monica Elkins, arrived at Ashley's house about 10 minutes after she left. Monica sent Ashley a text at 9:06 a.m., sharing a dream she'd had about her daughter borrowing her truck and leaving her car behind in a field. When Ashley received the text, her only response was a brief "Aw, man." After that, Monica tried to FaceTime her daughter, but Ashley didn't answer.
So we already know at this point, the mother got this feeling. And so she called her, because she had a weird dream, and she called her daughter. Lord Jesus, y'all know what? But she called her daughter and she told her dream. And her daughter said, oh man, now we know that was him. She tried FaceTiming her and she didn't answer. So the mother feel all of this. She feel it, y'all, before time, or around the time. She feeling all of what's going on, y'all. Ain't that crazy? Her mother is feeling everything, y'all.
Hours later,
Hey,
a family member
coming
received a
in.
text from Ashley saying she was heading to a specific beauty supply store. However, shortly after that, Ashley's phone turned off, raising immediate concern among her loved ones. It wasn't long before Monica and other family members began to worry that something was seriously wrong. Ashley's family had reasons to be concerned, as her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker had been exhibiting troubling behavior for months. On December 31st, 2024, just days before Ashley disappeared, DeAndre booked a hair appointment at her home salon under a fake name. When he arrived at her house, Ashley recognized him and refused to answer the door. He knocked on both the front and side doors, but Ashley remained inside, instructing everyone in the house to stay quiet until he left. DeAndre eventually left, but this unsettling incident was an ominous prelude to what would happen just 2 days later. On January 2nd, Ashley's phone records indicated that her last known location was at Booker's residence in the 20,900 block of Pinehurst Street in Roseville, Michigan. It's unclear what transpired when she arrived, but police and family members later expressed strong suspicions that foul play occurred at his apartment. Ashley's mother, Monica, and her uncle, Maurice Morton, both tried to reach her throughout the day, but all attempts were unsuccessful.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't use us last year. Just file with TurboTax Do-It-Yourself by February 18th.
Why did he have to go to these extremes? Just find you somebody else. Go get some help. Go do something. Why do you got to go through these extremes to take away somebody's life that you did not give them? That's what I don't like. Good morning, Amber and chat. It's been a while since I've been in chat. I missed you guys. I missed you. You changed me. Thank you, Amy.
Ashley to ignore calls or messages, especially from her mother. He emphasized that Ashley loved and adored her 2 sons and would never willingly leave them without communication. On January 3, 2025, the family officially reported Ashley missing to the Warren Police Department.
Yeah, it's been 3 days.
And y'all, I thank you. You changed me. The only reason why hold on, y'all. Aiden is hooking up my stuff for me, so he is interrupting me every time. So hold on, let me get something for him out my email. 358-184.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Aiden made me lose my whole train of thought. What was I saying?
It was something about the kids. She would never leave her kids without no communication.
Nah, I didn't say that.
I didn't like that.
You might have heard her mama saying that.
No, that's what the person said.
Oh.
Three days.
Thank you. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, LaKay.
I just need help finding her.
Hey, Protect Your
I
Peace.
don't have enough help. They just taking too long. It's been 3 days. They should have been on this a long time. I need help, y'all. I need help. Many people come and help us search and all the phone calls and all the leads. And I think y'all, it just ain't fast enough. It's been 3 days. It's been too long.
Hey, Kimberly, okay, now I know what I was saying. It came back to me. I was saying my son, he putting up all my stuff. It's almost done, but it's not done quite yet.
You got one more, Mom.
One more wait. Well, no, we got to wait for the cord to come for the other computer. Oh, you mean sign in? Mm-hmm. Which one is it at?
It's going to come to your
email.
Wait, no, it should come to your number.
Now? Miss Lisa said order protection don't do
it should come
either now. Was a I agree. Yep, protect your peace. You said it should be.
Wait.
So sorry, y'all. Huh?
Right now. You got anything?
It says a lot of your Apple account is being used. 168. 167-128.
167-128.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so Amber is, I'm just losing it. So Aiden is putting my stuff together. That's the only reason why he in here and he interrupted me. It's not quite ready yet.
You can go on YouTube through Safari.
It's a device added to your account. A Mac now has access to FaceTime. If you don't recognize this device, you can. Okay, I got it. So I can't download it?
Huh?
I can't download it?
It's not on the App Store.
No, I got to figure that out. I got to talk to 2K about that. Okay, so let me read what I agree with you, Miss Lisa. Lachelle said, yes, so sad. Now they are saying he killed her at her house and took her phone back to his house and took the bloody clothes back to his house, which is why the last ping is his house. Yeah, and also, which is why they was able to arrest him early on because of the evidence that was shown at his house. Cousin. Hey, Miss Vet.
It's been too long, y'all. I just feel like they're not doing enough. Y'all just keep posting. Keep
As the investigation began, police discovered that Ashley's phone had last pinged near DeAndre's apartment. This discovery prompted authorities from both Warren and Roseville to visit DeAndre's residence at the Hampton Court Apartments. However, neither Ashley nor DeAndre was there. The investigation took a significant turn on January 7, 2025, when police located Ashley's car about 2 miles from DeAndre's apartment. The gray Chevy Malibu was found near 13 Mile Road and Little Mac Avenue in Roseville. Later that evening, law enforcement executed a search warrant at DeAndre's residence, where they collected substantial evidence, including items from a trash dumpster. Authorities became increasingly convinced that a violent crime had taken place inside the apartment. On January 8, 2025, DeAndre was apprehended in Flint, Michigan.
Breaking tonight, an arrest has been made in the case of a missing Warren mother. Police and family confirming to local.
Hey, in excess. Excuse me. Hey, chosen Queen Fee. She was, I want to say 30 or 31.
Local 4 tonight. Ashley Elkins' ex-boyfriend is now in custody for her suspected murder.
Based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered. They don't have her body at this time. They do have good leads on where her body is.
And it is the ex-boyfriend of Ashley Elkins, a mother of 2, who is now behind bars for her murder.
We've been tracking this case from the very beginning, and it's a heartbreaking development no one wanted to hear. So let's quickly recap how we got to this point. Ashley was last seen leaving her home January 2nd. Since then, there has been no sign of her. Yesterday, police converged on the home of her ex-boyfriend. There, investigators say they found significant evidence. That same night, Ashley's car was found abandoned in the area of 13 Mile and Little Mac. And then tonight, family confirmed they have reason to believe Ashley was murdered. Our Jacqueline Francis was there as the family spoke to reporters tonight. Jacqueline, just a heartbreaking development.
KG, it really is. The family was called here to the Roseville Police Department tonight. That's where they were told that Ashley was killed. There is no body at this time, but the ex-boyfriend is behind bars. A mother in tears after being told her missing daughter, Ashley Elkins, was murdered.
What they indicated was there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. They also indicated that based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered.
Ashley, a 30-year-old mom from Warren, was last seen Thursday, January 2nd. Her family reported her missing on Friday the 3rd. From the beginning, loved ones suspected the ex-boyfriend. Police searching his apartment for hours on Tuesday.
They do have good leads on where her body is.
The ex-boyfriend was arrested Wednesday and is being held on related charges.
They had broken up in September. We know that Ashley didn't want anything to do with him.
Protect Your Peace said we need to get an organization together for missing children and adults of color. That is a good name, Protect Your Peace. And I agree with it. And maybe we can all start it, y'all. Because when I tell y'all, I've been down the rabbit hole with black man, y'all. So when I get this stuff up and running, because TikTok will be on my on my computer. The problem is, y'all, I got an Apple computer now, and I don't know how to work it. Right now, I'm still on my laptop, but I don't know how to work this Apple computer. I got to take some lessons, and I got to wait on one more cord for the second monitor, but that's it. So y'all, oh my goodness, I've been down a rabbit hole on TikTok with missing girls of color. Y'all, when I tell y'all, every last one of their families have the same story. It ain't even, police didn't look into it. Even in my city, the same thing. The police didn't look into it. The police said, closed the case out, said it was a runaway. When I tell you it's so sad, we are the ones that got to make a difference with us, because it's something about us. They don't want to, they don't want to do nothing. They just want to leave it out there. They don't want to do nothing. So we got to be the ones to make a difference for us, for our girls, for our, people. Thank you, Hattie, for that super sticker. Also, y'all, I want to let y'all know I got it pinned up here. Now, to help me reach my goal, y'all, it has to be a super chat, not a super sticker. It has to be a super chat, but I appreciate the super stickers. But it has to be a super chat in order for me to reach my goal. To help me reach my goal. I had an ex about 20 years ago that started acting crazy. I went and got me some legal protection. One day I was at the store. He pulled up on me when he seen that hot. Oh my, you scared him straight. I carry protection around too. Chosen, I'm sick of you. Talking about that's why you don't choose. That's why you don't mess with Apple. Who else? Anybody else said anything before I move on? Thank you, Protect Your Peace, for that super chat. I appreciate it.
So, I can't get in the mind of a psychotic person.
I don't know if anybody listened to watch Fatal Attraction, but this man, her uncle, which is their family spokesman, he actually be on Fatal Attraction. He's a legal analyst, a real legal analyst, if you know what I mean.
Who would do something like this.
The family holding on to one another close, thinking of the two young boys Ashley leaves behind.
Monster out there that took a very beautiful young lady away from us. And if you heard the tears coming from and her children tonight, it's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Now, the ex-boyfriend, I should say, is said to be arraigned here in Roseville tomorrow morning.
While the ex-boyfriend was on the run, he accessed the internet to search for incriminating queries, such as fastest routes from Flint to Ohio, what to do on the run, is blood traceable, how to beat a polygraph, and deleting Google history. These disturbing searches further solidified the suspicion that he was involved in Ashley's disappearance. DeAndre was arrested and charged with lying to a police officer during a violent crime investigation, a felony offense carrying a potential 4-year prison sentence. He appeared in court on January 9th, where a judge set his bond at $250,000 and ordered that he wear a GPS tether if released.
Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor. Obviously, we're here on a 4-year felony for lying to a peace officer on a violent crime investigation. This is, of course, as Your Honor is aware, involving Ms. Elkins. And the court is to consider MCR 6.106F and MCL 765.6, a number of factors. I'm going to hit on a few if you don't mind. The first is the protection of the public. The underlying matter, although not the charge specifically, but the underlying matter obviously involves a crime of violence, potentially. We are still seeking Ms. Elkins. The defendant, we suspect and believe, may know where she is. And a concern is her safety if, God forbid, the worst has not happened yet. So with respect to that, Judge, I believe that there is a risk to the public, specifically if she were still alive, and that's what we're all hoping for, of course. The other is the defendant's risk of non-appearance and the likelihood of conviction. Likelihood of conviction, Judge, the defendant made several material factual misstatements to
Y'all, Sabrina is so petty. She said, I love Fatal Attraction. And yeah, he don't have a long mouth and neck with blue contacts and raccoon eyes. So yes, he a real legal analyst.
Detective Lasprins and recited those to the court during the course of the initial swear to. The defendant was aware that we were investigating a missing persons report. He was aware that there was some belief of his involvement. He made misstatements about both his location as well as Ms. Elkins and how she may have left his vehicle, left his apartment complex, all of which we can demonstrate by objective evidence and video evidence to be false. So there's a high likelihood of conviction on these cases, on these matters. And then last and most importantly for the court's consideration, I think at this point, is the probability or improbability of returning for trial. We have a history that includes charges at least. We do not have the disposition, but we did recover a DD-214 from his time in the U.S. Army. It looks like in 2016, he was charged with a couple of matters, including larceny of private property, and more importantly, fraudulent ID documents. And then in 2017, he was charged with desertion or the absence without leave, going AWOL from the Army. Ultimately, he was discharged less than honorably, although it was not a dishonorable discharge. He was discharged from the Army in a less than honorable means or manner. We know that after the conversations, before the conversations that Detective Lasprins, but we believe after the underlying events of this case, he fled from Macomb County, went to Flint, where he was apprehended and brought back to Roseville. And we know that during that time, while he was in Flint, he accessed the internet to search for such things as fastest routes from Flint to Ohio, what to do on the run, is blood traceable, how to be.
Y'all see all this stuff, this man, this is why they locked him up too. Y'all see all this stuff he was putting in his Google system, is blood traceable, something else they said, I can't remember, but this all the stuff they found when they went through his stuff. So that's why they believe that, he does something to her. But what I want to know is, what would make you that mad that you want to take this girl from her kids? For the life of me, I cannot understand this.
The polygraph and deleting Google history. So Judge, I think by his own words and search history, by his prior conduct, and by what is frankly at stake in this particular matter, he's of significant risk of flight. With that, I would request a significant bond. I'm asking for a $500,000 cash surety bond, no 10%, and that a steel cuff GPS tether be attached should he make that bond.
All right, Mr. King, anything further from you?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Detective Lasprins, is there anything you wish to add?
No, ma'am, not this time.
All right. As Mr. Fox indicated, there are many things the court has to look to with regard to setting bond and determining bond. This court looks most closely at the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood of the defendant's appearance in court. I will note for the record that this matter is currently charged as a 4-year felony. I will also note for the matter that while Mr. Fox did point out several instances from the defendant's time in the military with regard to any sort of matters that came up with regard to larceny or desertion, that there is no other criminal history presented. But that being said, the matter being investigated does involve a missing person, which is a very serious matter. And the court takes very seriously that the allegations being made are that the defendant is lying to a police officer regarding material facts about a missing person at this time. That gives the court great concern about the risk of harm to the public and the likelihood that the defendant will make sure that he appears in court for both this matter and any potential further charges that may be brought by the prosecution. At this time, the court is going to assess a bond in the amount of $250,000 cash surety, steel cuff tether prior to any release,
During the arraignment, Assistant Prosecutor Steve Fox emphasized that DeAndre had repeatedly provided false and misleading information to investigators, hindering their search for Ashley. Fox also highlighted that DeAndre had a concerning military history, including a charge of desertion and an other than honorable discharge from the U.S. Army. Maurice Morton later confirmed that the family had met with Roseville police officials, who shared that,
boy, them people that be in that army, they be some true nuts, huh? What's up, DT? They be some true nuts, y'all. Y'all see that? And then they like to go around and say everybody else crazy. Everybody else gets in the gutter and everybody. Okay, let me go on because
substantial evidence pointed to the conclusion that Ashley had been murdered. They also indicated they had leads on where her body might be located, but had not yet found her remains. Maurice expressed deep frustration over the pace of the investigation, but acknowledged that police had been working tirelessly since January 6 to bring some resolution to the case. Ashley's mother,
Sabrina, I was supposed to been gave you a wrench months ago, girl. And it just dawned on me, like, go and get a wrench. Because every time I think about it, it'd be like, dang, I'm gonna do it. You've been earned it, girl.
Monica, tearfully addressed the media following DeAndre's arraignment. She expressed her belief that her
Thank you, Creisha. She said, happy Sunday, everyone. Make sure you tap in and hit the like button for our girl. Thank you, Creesh. Yes, hit that like button.
daughter was no longer alive and described the heartbreak of telling Ashley's young sons that their mother was gone.
Was just a reaction of what you saw in court today. I know this, I can't even imagine.
I just really had no bond. I think it's still he got the bond. I just didn't want to have a bond at all, you know. I just want him not to be able to get out at all. I just want to go straight to prison and just never get out ever again.
I know that they asked for $500,000 and the judge lowered it. How do you feel about that?
I didn't like that. She should have did $500,000, but I can set $250,000. But you know, which could have been higher or no bond at all.
And you all have had your suspicions about him. Does this confirm what you were suspecting?
Yes. Yes, I knew it from day one.
Can you tell us about that? Is there a moment that you kind of knew?
When I got to her house, it was 8:40. She left at 8:30. I went in the house for a minute, came back out. I texted her I had a dream of her car being stolen. And she replied back, "Oh man," which is weird to me. So I FaceTimed her. She didn't answer. So I said to her, you know, just be mindful about your surroundings and, you know, pay attention where you're going. And she didn't call back. That's not like her. And she never called back. And she never texts back. Never.
Do you think that all man that wasn't like her, do you think that was her answering?
No, that was him. I believe he had her when she walked out that front door.
Does he have any violence or history of violence or anything? No.
I never knew he was violent. Now that I find out things, I know he was stalking and some things happened, but I found out later from friends first that, yeah.
So you think he was kind of controlling, possessive?
That I know he was, because he would go through her phone and she was doing hair at home. And he had a problem with men coming in and get their dreads and stuff done. And so she had got a booth somewhere on 8 Mile so that she wouldn't have any problems with him. Then when they broke up, then she just went back and started filming from her house.
When did they break up?
I want to say September.
And how long were they dating?
A year.
Can you describe their relationship? Have you been around them when they were?
Yeah,
together?
he was around my whole family. When I say I thought he was the one who was going to marry her, he was good to her kids.
Sabrina said, thank you, Sabrina. She said, Amber, touch on the new squatter laws. It's a felony in most states now, and they are getting real jail time. I'll have to look into that. I don't know nothing about it, girl. I'm going to look into it, though. Hey Lolita, you late, girl. Where you was at? Morning service.
He played ball with them. He took me to
Hey,
haircuts.
baby.
Ashley's father was murdered also April 8th of last year.
Oh.
He was there for that.
Her dad was unalived last April, y'all.
I worked for Stellantis, and we had a Christmas extravaganza last Christmas. He was there.
Formal.
The formal. He was there. He was always at my house. I cooked. He was part of the family. So I'm just really shook that he would do something like this.
Monica recalled how DeAndre had once been welcomed into their family. The betrayal they felt after learning of his alleged involvement in Ashley's disappearance was immense. Despite the overwhelming grief, the family remains determined to seek justice for Ashley. Monica stated that the family's focus is now on raising Ashley's sons and ensuring they have the love and support they need during this difficult time. She emphasized that the healing process has already begun, but the road ahead will be challenging. As of January 10, 2025, the search for Ashley's body continues.
And now we turn to Macomb County, where a desperate search is continuing for a missing mother of two. We're looking at new video from Lenox Township, multiple agencies spending a second day at Pine Tree Acres landfill with a special focus on a 6-acre area. No one has heard from or seen 30-year-old Ashley Elkins since January the 2nd. Her loved ones have been reaching out to us, heartbroken and hoping to get help.
Ashley's ex-boyfriend has been charged in connection with this case. 7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wimbley has been following every development and joins us now with the latest.
Investigators did not find what they were looking for during their search today, but they still have ground to cover.
We're getting close. We're getting close. Like I said, a lot of movement today.
The message from Roseville Police Chief Mitch Berlin on day 2 of the search at the Pine Tree Acres landfill in Lenox Township. More than a dozen departments and 50 officers are working to find evidence in the disappearance of Ashley Elkins.
I think it's moving in the right direction, and we're going to continue to our targeted area.
That targeted area is a certain depth below ground. Investigators are using a pair of bulldozers to push away layer after layer of soil and debris on a 6.5-acre plot at the landfill. After each pass, a team of officers follow behind the bulldozers, searching the grounds to find Elkins' remains or evidence of them.
So it's a lot of work, labor intensive. But we're up for the task, and we got a lot of great officers here, a lot of great departments that are working hard. Not one complaint up there. Everybody's just hitting and getting it done.
Investigators are also putting a pair of cadaver dogs to work in their search at the landfill. The K9s are good to have on board, but could be thrown off course.
There's other flesh in there. There's meat scraps. There's a lot of different things that you have to get through to find
Ham, what's up, bro?
Remains that you're looking for.
We talked with retired Detroit Police Homicide Lieutenant and Oakland County Cold Case Investigator Bill Peterson about the case. He has decades of experience and says the fact police have already whittled down their search area is crucial.
If they've narrowed it down that much, then they've got a bit of a head start to finding what they need. Narrowing that search area down as much as possible, and then starting to search and search and search and search without giving up easily. Matter of persistence.
Meanwhile, Elkins' ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, has been identified as the prime suspect in her disappearance. He's been charged with lying to police at the onset of the investigation and is behind bars on a $250,000 bond. Those charges could be enhanced based on what investigators find here.
The family and community are hopeful for answers and closure, but the pain of her loss is profound. Monica Elkins summed up the sentiment best when she said, "She didn't deserve this. She was a beautiful soul, and her boys are devastated." The investigation remains ongoing, with police from both Warren and Roseville continuing to pursue leads. The family's message is clear. They want justice for Ashley and hope that her tragic story will serve as a reminder of the dangers of domestic violence and the importance of vigilance in protecting loved ones from harm. What happened to Ashley Elkins should never have occurred. Tragedies like this are often the result of negligence, miscommunication, or failures in accountability. To think that Ashley had to be in fear of her life, hiding in her own home because she was afraid of her ex, is unimaginable. Families and friends are left to endure unimaginable grief, and their lives are forever changed. They carry the weight of unanswered questions and the pain of knowing things could have been different. The impact of this tragedy will ripple through their lives, a constant reminder of what was lost. Those who knew Ashley often described her as a vibrant, caring, and hardworking woman. She had an infectious smile that could light up any room and a warm presence that made everyone feel welcome. Her friends and family admired her resilience, strength, and unwavering loyalty. Ashley had a natural ability to bring people together, creating a sense of unity and love wherever she went. Her love for her family was evident in everything she did, and she was always the first to lend a helping hand to anyone in need. Beyond her role as a mother and hairstylist, Ashley was known for her sense of humor and her optimistic outlook on life. She believed in finding joy in the little things, whether it was through spending quality time with her children, cooking family meals, or sharing laughs with friends. She had a way of making others feel special, often sending encouraging messages or checking in on loved ones, just to make sure they were doing well. Ashley's compassionate nature extended to her community. She often participated in local events and supported community causes, embodying the spirit of Warren's close-knit neighborhoods. She was also deeply connected to her family's church, where she found solace and strength in her faith. My condolences to Ashley's friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
So, okay. So, Miss Fee, I do remember the story because you sent it to me. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I remember the story, but I didn't know they found her body. And Deborah, that's what I'm talking about. Now let me tell y'all, I am licensed to carry. I do have a 9mm, but you know what, y'all? I had it stuck in my one of my purses, y'all, one day, and I swapped purses and I forgot to put it in my purse. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. A gun was pulled out on me and I couldn't even reach in my purse, y'all. But what happened was, y'all, road rage is serious, y'all. And I don't know if y'all ever be on the phone with me, y'all will see I have road rage. And I can't stand for somebody to be to get in front of me and then go slow. That irks my soul. So this one guy or whatever, he was leaving out his house, his driveway, and I was turning in because this road to his driveway will lead us to a main road. And so I was turning in, coming in, like getting ready to pass him, and he just went in front of me. And then he was going slow. It was a white guy. He was going slow. So I got on the other side to pass him and he started speeding. And I'm like, damn, another car gonna come. And this man's speeding now. Like he was just being a jerk. So I had to go extremely fast. So I finally got over. When I got to the end of the road where the light was to the main street or get on the interstate, he was on the side of me and on the other light. And y'all, when I tell y'all, Lolita said, dang. When I tell y'all, this man was on the side of me, and I didn't know he was on the side of me. I just happened to look over, and it was him. And he was, fussing and moving his head, and I just stuck up my middle finger or whatever. That man pulled out his GUN and pointed it to my car where I was. And it was I was at the light, but it was a turn off thing where you could turn and go the opposite direction. I said, so fast, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I don't, with that road rage stuff, I don't blow the horn and stuff no more. I don't do that. You can't get me to do it no more. No. And then I rolled back down his neighborhood, y'all, to get his address because I was calling the police. I was going back home to call the police. Soon as I don't know if he felt, I don't know if he felt me going back or what, because he had went straight, I think. And so I went back to get his address. Do y'all not know that man pulled up in the back of me? I went through the red light. I went through the red. I was like, Hey, Hazel eyes. I'm finna come on this way. I'm finna come on my phone. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Sabrina. I can't see who she gifted, y'all. Okay, let's see. Who did she gift? Thank you, Miss Fee. All right, so we finna get into. I don't think they have found her yet. Is anybody else following this story in here? Is Nate Graham still in here? Because I don't think that they found her yet, y'all. Yes, Vinful, they are crazy. He did, Miss Lisa. He sure did. Yep, I'm chosen. I'm looking at the comments now. Okay, so I don't. Hey, sweetie P, I don't think that they found her yet, but he is being charged for her murder because of the evidence. But I think the last I know, they think that she was found. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Because it was an update to this story. I want to say Friday. So let's see. I just can't remember. My mind so bad. I should write stuff down. This was 2 days ago. Oh no, I can't. It's too long here.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news
DNA test came back.
First
Okay,
at 4,
hold on.
tests are back from the lab today showing the DNA of a missing woman in her ex-boyfriend's dumpster. Now, you might have seen this alert hit at 2:20 this afternoon on your phone. Less than 2 hours ago, we learned officials were able to trace Ashley Elkins to a dumpster behind a Roseville apartment. Now, her phone pinged last at that location where her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, lives. Police say Booker could face murder charges as soon as tomorrow. It's now been 4 weeks since anyone saw Ashley. We will be following this story on Local 4 News at 5 and 6. You can also download our clickondetroit.com app for updates as they come into our newsroom.
So y'all heard that it was her DNA test. I mean her the what they found in his dumpster came back, which was I guess the blood, I think, came back Ashley Elkins. So that's why they're charging him for murder. Um but they still haven't found her body, which is sad because her family can't have closure really until the body is found. They can't go ahead and grieve properly until the body is found. So what he need to do, if he have any type of heart, what he needs to do is tell the family, we already know you done did something. Tell the family where she at so they can give her the proper burial and they can put this behind them and start their grieving phase. And the DNA. And the DNA too. It was DNA. Listen, y'all.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
First at 4, tests are back from the lab today showing the DNA of a missing woman in her ex-boyfriend's dumpster. Now, you might have seen this alert hit at 2:20 this afternoon on your phone. Less than 2 hours ago, we learned officials were able to trace Ashley Elkins to a dumpster behind a Roseville apartment. Now, her phone pinged last at that location where her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, lives. Police say Booker could face murder charges as soon as tomorrow. It's now been 4 weeks since anyone saw Ashley. We will be following this story on Local 4 News at 5 and 6. You can also download our clickondetroit.com app for updates as they come into our newsroom.
Yep, that's basically what that just said, Nay. So I hope he have it in his heart. Oh, thank you, Hattie, for gifting some membership. Cause baby, when I tell y'all my members list has went down, so I appreciate it, y'all. This is just sad. I just wish he would tell them folks where she at. We already know you did it. So just tell them where she at. And this is in Detroit with the Naziah Harris case as well. So y'all, we gonna talk about that. So it was a leaked audio that came out, and I'm gonna play it for y'all. Are y'all ready? Yes or no? It was a leaked audio that came out. It was supposed to have been allegedly Jarvis Butt's brother, and he's basically saying what happened to Naziah. I did do a video on it. Retta did a video on it, and others did a video on it. But some people did not hear it yet, so I will play some of it for y'all. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Danny. Who all got gifted? Okay.
They're implementing another work platform again. Don't they have better ways to waste our time?
I don't know how true this is, y'all, so please don't get a policy. The video is over with. Please drop your comments and drop a video or go.
All right, so he gets in the car, drops off. She just feels, you know what I'm saying, and trying to do whatever he could do. She just feels sick or whatever. All right, so he gets in the car, drops off to go back home. All right, when she gets out to go home, she go in the house. Shannon didn't get into it with her. They didn't call and see if she was at Jarvis' house because Shannon already knew she was at Jarvis' house because she called to get directions earlier that day while she's at school. So once she get back, they get to fussing at her for going up to Jarvis' shop and calling fast and this and that. Then it all came out, you know, confirming that she was pregnant, was Jarvis' baby. And Shannon lost it. Shannon lost it real bad and jumped on Naziah, beating her, hitting her in the head with some object right there in the house that they overlooking. And
y'all hear him? He said Shannon was beating and hitting Naziah right there in her head that day.
And killed Naziah. She was already probably having complications. Remember, whatever they've been giving her to try to get rid of the baby. Remember, she was sick earlier that day.
They was already giving her stuff She was already having complications. They was already giving her stuff to unalive that baby. This girl, if this, I don't know, y'all, if this is true or not. Hey, Sharice, but it do not, like, it sounds so true. I don't know if this is true or not, but God dog it sound like this would really happen. And y'all, some people don't want to come forward in the beginning because they be scared. Okay, that's why. Hey, hey, Robin.
On the floor. Instead of them calling the nurse, they called the counselor. School failed them. So once Shannon beats on it, she passed out, she dies right there. So they panic. So they get her, the twin sister, help Shannon get her into the mama car, and they go and meet Jarvis. Meet Jarvis out there by where the other girlfriend lives. And Jarvis was going to all these different houses at his different girlfriend house, establishing his alibi. Because he knew what had happened between her and Shannon. They had nothing to do with it, but knew that he was also the last person seen with her and probably would be questioned about her being alive. So once Shannon and his sister go out there and meet them out there, they get rid of the body, right? So once they get rid of the body, you tell them, bring some extra clothes or whatever. So you get rid of the body and they throw those extra clothes out, which is working. And I don't understand how that's working, because we know what she had on the day of school. We know what she left, got off the bus with, the clothes she had on. But they threw out some different clothes with limited amount of blood and stuff on it. Why? Because they only took the jacket off for her. And probably some other shoes and stuff that was already in the house. But she's still buried in what we saw her in, which is that colorful jacket, some jeans, and some other shoes. And I don't think she's buried nowhere where she can't be found, because they somewhere else and make people go search in the opposite direction. So she is deceased, but she was killed by Shannon in a rage because of her jealousy or whatever she had going on with Jarvis. And that Jarvis don't snitch on him, but he's not going to tell until after they try to convict him of the murder and he see the difference between the time. Remember, his lawyer said they're not going to contest or fight the fact that he had inappropriate relations with her. Okay, go ahead and bound it over. But what we are fighting is the murder. Why? Because there's nobody. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Now, you do know that Shannon and all of them have already made deals with the DA. Why? Because without Shannon, the mom, King, the fiance, without all those people, they would not have a case for murder against this young lady. So they pieced up parts of their statements and testimonies to present what it was they wanted to present to the court. That he was last seen with it, and he's the one that killed him. But believe me, there's other text messages, all kinds of messages in their phones that they took. But if they convict them and show that they are also guilty, then who would be on the stand and testify or could testify?
I'm telling y'all, y'all should check out my comments because I got over 10K views on this video. But majority of everybody think that this is like, y'all, this sounds so like, where would he, if he making this up, God dog it, he got a good imagination. He could be a good storyteller or something. This sound like this what really happened. I'm sorry if this didn't happen and they wasn't involved. I'll be the first to apologize. But this sounds so true. And if it ain't true, he need an Academy Award.
Against Jarvis, because they all could get up there and plead the fifth, because they all are being charged. So therefore, they're letting them off and letting them go. They made a deal. They agreed to testify against Jarvis and say what it is and get Jarvis off the street because they feel like he's the problem. He's the ringleader. But they so trying to get rid of the baby. He gave that to her.
So that was that video that basically saying what happened to Naziah. Now we don't know if it's true or not, but like I said, y'all, it sounds true. It sounds true. Shannon and the rest took a deal to testify for no charge against them. I'm trying to tell you. And Hazel, was it Hazel that said Jarvis didn't look up at nobody but Shannon? Yeah, they're protecting each other. To this day, they all still protecting each other. Y'all know when the brother-in-law, well, the other twins' boyfriend went live, he said there's some sneaky stuff going on. It's hard for him to believe this, what people are saying about them, but they making it seem so true, y'all. They making it seem so true. Okay, yeah, it was Hazel Eyes. Jarvis is going to take the blame because he's going to jail anyway. I hope he never gets out this time. So I think he's going to take all the blame so his kids can have their mother because he's done. I don't know. I think Jarvis gonna sing during that trial, y'all. I don't know. Cause see, one thing we know for sure, he don't care about his kids. He'll rape his own kids, y'all. So we can't really think about that. You know what I'm saying? Not to me. I know I can't. I feel like anybody that would touch a child would do anything and everything. Hey y'all, welcome, Realist. She said, here for the first time. Thank you, boo. I'm almost over with, but you'll have to catch a replay. I talked about the Ashley Elkins story out of Detroit, and I talked about I'm talking about the Naziah Harris. Amber, did you hear that him? Yes, I did, and I've been trying to search that, and I can't find any other um receipts backing that up. So yeah, I'm looking. I know he did. That's what I was saying. He touched one of his daughters. Do you like it over here, Realist? They need to do a search warrant on Shannon's voice and put her as I ain't fooling with you, Sabrina. He does it, but I don't think he's going to talk because why would he have done it all? Why he would have had done it already? He might try to do it for a plea, like a lesser sentencing. I don't know. Things could change. I don't know. At 6 months, wow. It's the one of that baby still living. You sound right, Amber. I think he's going to tell it all too because he's just a monster. Yeah, he don't have nothing to lose, and he don't care about Shannon. He don't care about her twin. He don't even care about his own kids. He will touch them. So y'all, anybody that don't care about kids and you just you never know what they are doing, what they're capable of, and that's the sad thing about it. Thank you, Realist. Well, I do lives. Now, I don't do them every day, but I do them like at least every other day. Um, all these cases out of Detroit is crazy. Yeah, y'all, I used to live in Grand Rapids, Michigan years ago when I was about 14. And my family had moved there for a short period of time because of my dad's job. And I can remember on the news, um, and Detroit was like 2.5 hours away or something like that from us because we've been to Detroit. And I can remember on the news, y'all, it's always a child that's been raped, or a girl that's been raped, or a girl that's been kidnapped. They can't find. I said, you know what? I wouldn't want to go nowhere in Detroit because it's too many girls coming up missing or raped or something. And that was over 20 years ago. And you're so right now that video was leaked. They ran up in the auntie's house last night because people are mad that they know Shannon killed that baby and Jarvis is snitching now. I heard the landlord went to jail. I heard that's why Mark was backing out. Seventh Mile. Ain't ain't that what Eminem from? Seventh Mile or 8 Mile? All I know is when I was in Detroit, y'all, when we was in Detroit, I don't know if they was doing a what was it? Detour or what, but fixing all the streets, doing something. They had us going through this Michigan loop. Ooh, woo, that Michigan loop was something serious. My mom got mad because we was trying to get somewhere and we kept just going in circles on that Michigan loop. Detroit seems dark and scary. Said it do seem very dark. She has a Facebook, and Ratchet King found the records and the family member that has her and wanted child support from Shannon. Godly, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I watch Ratchet TV. Who went to jail? I watch Ratchet TV, y'all, and somebody told me I can't trust. Well, it's actually a few people, so I don't know. They say some of their stuff don't be true. I don't know though. Oh yeah, the landlord did go to jail. Yep. Mm-hmm. He did. I've been looking. I've been looking like the south side of Chicago. You better believe it, Miss V. And y'all the cousins too. Cause Detroit ain't that far from Chicago. Cause I remember years ago, I don't know if Chicago still do the Taste of Chicago, but I know when we was living in Michigan, that was a real thing where people from Michigan would go to the Taste of Chicago. Like what I think it was in the summertime or something. They'd be talking about that. I don't know if they still do that though. My amber is growing and glowing. I'm here for it. Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you. Hey, Ramona, girl, you done missed it, girl. You done missed it, but you can come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Mm, mm. Y'all, what we gonna do? This is getting out of hand. Yes, Miss. Yes, Queen Fee. It is sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said some that I don't know how true. You know how people just be coming in your comments because I was like, yeah, Ratchet TV found out that Jarvis baby mama. I mean, Mimi Young was Jarvis baby mama allegedly, and they was like, y'all gonna learn to quit listening to Ratchet TV. They be lying. I'm like, huh? Mm-mm. I got family in Flint. It's rough there in Michigan. Oh yeah, Flint, Michigan, something else too. Yep. I hope so. Protect your peace. My daddy used to sit on his porch with his weapon at hand. Okay. And they lied and said she shot at them. Mm. Yep, you late, Ramona. Can y'all hear me? Oh, y'all still can hear me. Okay. That's why he was limping. Roxy said it wasn't true, but then I heard that it was. It's so much stuff, y'all, that we don't know what's true, what ain't true. None of that. Hey, Special K, what's up, y'all? His Alina say he get on her nerves. Hey, Gloria. Y'all came in, but y'all, I'm about to be getting off. It's time for me to get off. It's what is it? It's I've been on here an hour and 15 minutes. Let me thank everybody. So we got Boo Love. She said, "Good morning, Amber. Not here to stay. Hit the like button." Thank you, Boo Love. We got Beverly, got her membership. We got You Change Me, renew her membership. Um, thank you, Miss Lisa, for the super sticker. Thank thank you, Sabrina. Thank you, Hattie, for the super sticker. Thank you, Protect Your Peace, for the super sticker. Thank you, NSS, for the super sticker. Thank you, Krisha, for the super sticker. Thank you, Sabrina, again for the super sticker. Thank you for gifting a membership, Sabrina. Thank you, Miss Fee, for your 2 months of membership. Thank you, Sabrina, for gifting another membership. Thank you, Protect Your Peace, for gifting um, memberships. Thank you, Hattie, for gifting memberships. And thank you, Sabrina, again. I appreciate it, everyone. Um, thank you, Hazel Eyes. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Um, so yeah, that's all I got for right now, y'all. I'll be back again. I don't know when I'm going back live. It might be like Wednesday or tomorrow. I don't know because I took the day off tomorrow. But I don't know. We'll see. If anything else comes up, we'll see. But that's it, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Love, peace, and soul. I ain't said that in a while. Protect Your Peace says somebody please go live. That's her request. Thank you, NXS. I love y'all too. All right, bye y'all. Fee go live. Oh, she said Fee go live. Queen Fee, they want you to go live, girl.